In this video, we'll describe the KBS three-step process of using KBS Klean, KBS RustSeal, and KBS RustBlast.
I'm here to show you this piece of, we're going to use it for a door stop, but it's just a bare piece of diamond plate, and we're going to show you how to use the three-step KBS process on this, the Klean, the Blast, and the RustSeal. Pretty simple. We have some mixed up KBS Klean over here. We're going to get a Scotch-Brite, going to spray that on, scrub it up good, rinse it, and then we'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so now that we've used the KBS Klean, we've scrubbed it really well, we've rinsed it with hot water. We're going to let it dry, and you can also dry this yourself with a heat dryer, hair dryer, or heat gun or such. But now the next step is going to be the RustBlast, and we'll get to that as soon as this piece is dry. Alright, so the next step to this piece is we're going to use the RustBlast and a Scotch-Brite. And what we're going to do is we're going to spray that on. We're going to keep it wet for at least an hour. And what we're also going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to use a Scotch-Brite. We're going to scrub that in really good. Keep that surface wet so we get a good etch. Alright, so once we get all done with that, leaving it wet for at least an hour, we're going to rinse it with some hot water, and we'll be good to go to the next step. Okay, so now we're back. We've already done the RustBlast. As you can see, we have a nice etched surface. You can see some of the zinc that was left behind. We're going to start, you can either brush or roll the RustSeal. Now, I have a little roller here. Well, this is what you would use, a little 4-inch foam roller, or a brush. As you can see, just a cheap China brush. Now, we're going to go ahead and take our stock RustSeal, because we've put it in a mason jar. We're going to pour out what we need into the plastic cup, and then we're going to go ahead and start to brush it out. I will show you that when we get started. Okay, now we have our RustSeal poured in our little separate cup. Now, on these brushes like this, you want to bend the bristles back and forth some, and then go ahead and pull out any of the loose so you don't end up with any bristles in your project. Now what you would do is you're going to go ahead and dip the brush about halfway up the bristles. Okay, just like so. We're going to come over here, and we are just going to brush it out one way. We don't want to work it too much. Nice thin coat. And we're going to go all the way down this piece, and then we will come back and show you what it looked like. Okay, now, as you can well see, we've given it the whole piece a nice, thin, even coat. Looks beautiful. Now, we're going to wait about 3 hours. When it's dry to the touch and no fingerprint, it's okay to give it a second coat. And that is the end of this project.
Thanks for taking time to watch this video. We hope you find these money-saving and time-saving tips useful.